You're listening to Nexxlegacy.
D.Shot, what's good with you, fam?
Man, it's all good, man. I'm just sitting up here, listening to you give all kind of love out, man. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for the fans, man, it wouldn't be. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's you, man. It's you. It's just like I said when you called in last week. You know what I'm saying? With the homie King David. Shout out to King David as well. I grew up listening to you, dude. I grew up. I had to kick off the show by saying, man, you remember Soul Beat. You know what I'm saying? And Tired of Being Stepped On. I remember that video, and I used to just watch it faithfully because I'm telling you, y'all was my dudes growing up. I couldn't shake that. That's something that I'm always going to, have love for y'all. Not just the history that you gave, you know what I'm saying, the Bay, but, you know what I'm saying, the consistency y'all was able to put because y'all kept growing with y'all music, and it was just 100. So, that's love right out the gate.
Man, well appreciated, man. Well appreciated. It's been, we had a great time, man. Great career, man. Being able to, hang out with Tupac and, some of the biggest stars on the planet. You know what I'm saying? We still having a great time as well. It's all good.
That's right. And we here live with D.Shot of the Click. You know what I'm saying, on this Vintage Music Underground Monday with Branded. And, first off, before I get into anything as far as, what you got going on currently, how's the fam? How's Fody? How's Sugar T? How's Legit? How's all the fam going?
Well, everybody, is into their projects and, looking out for the future and what's the next moves in this game. You know what I'm saying? 40's new album is coming out next month, so he gearing up, doing a lot of interviews. I tried to get him tonight, but he evidently he's extremely busy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I know I'm a. What'd you say?
No, he got that hot single with Akon that's out too, so people need to go ahead and hit up his MySpace and cop that when it drops too. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah. What about Sugar T? I know she got some projects and stuff like that she working on too, huh?
Well, Sugar T right now she got a new album coming out as well. Matter of fact, she just sent me a song for the new Boss Ballin'. For those who remember Boss Ballin' was one of the the best compilations that ever hit America. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, straight.
And it's still selling. So I'm putting out number 5, and from here on out I'm gonna be doing them every 6 months. You know what I mean? Because I think that that type of vibe, that type of feel need to be back. The kind of music where you can just kind of kick back and it take you on an emotional roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? From a little bit of gangster player, a little bit of dance, a little bit of slow songs. It just kind of push you in the club, even though you're in your own house or you barbecuing. You know what I mean? You want to feel good on every song. You don't want to get up and keep changing CDs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. See, I could definitely feel that. See, that's something that, what I'm saying, we can get into it later, but I kind of feel like some of that is lacking and currently like in hip-hop and stuff like that. But we'll jump to it, shortly. But what about Be Legit? How's he doing?
Be Legit, he just put out a album a few months ago and currently working on another one. So he's been the savage that he is, and he constantly bringing things back. We hope that we in talks to go ahead and pop a new Click album out there. So hopefully that'll happen within the next month or so. Once 40 drop his album, and do his thing with that, then we hoping to go ahead and bring that vibe back. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. We on here with D.Shot of the Click, and just like you said, Fody was gonna try to come in, but he has other obligations or whatnot. But I'm gonna let my man, my homie from the Rich, pretty much just come and kick it with me and throw out some questions if need be too. And it's Big Rich. I know you a big fan of D.Shot, so I know you want to say what's up, bro. Your mic's on.
All right, what's up, D.Shot? Yeah, this Rich, man. Yeah, it's been a blessing, man. Ever since you went solo in 1994, man, with Shot Caller. Man, you've been doing your thing, you know what I'm saying?
And I appreciate that.
Man, I mean, it's a blessing. It's just like you answered all my questions. Basically, when you know what I'm saying, you coming back out with the Click, all of the stuff that's been a blessing for us, you know what I mean? Because to me, that was a movement of like real music. That whole thing, you know what I mean? Carlos Rossi on down. You know, I was in town on 67th and Arthur. You feel me? And it was lovely. You know what I'm saying? From the whole, you know what I'm saying, movement. You know what I mean? It's been good music. E40, you know, Sugar T. You know what I'm saying? And you know that 100 Tears with Turk. You know what I mean? All that. You know what I mean? It's good. It's good music, and I just, you know, it's a blessing. I'm trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, I have my own movement. You know, I got my own little thing going on with Intermix Records, you know what I'm saying, with a lot of people, 40 Glock from G Unit, I fucking with Hot Rod, and, you know, a lot of artists from the Bay, Spice, and, you know, I'm trying to continue that movement of making good music, you know what I mean, myself.
Oh, for sure. So,
and that's a whole lot of love. That's a whole lot of love out here on this Monday Night Underground. Got D.Shot in the house, you know what I'm saying, Branded, and Big Rich is kicking it, and D.Shot, you know what I'm saying, with some of the stuff that, you know, you pretty much just kind of like said with Sugar T and you know, Be Legit and Fody and yourself. Currently, I know you got a lot of stuff, man, so just let people know what's up with you, where you been, not just outside of the music, but let people know what's good with you overall, son.
Well, you know, I'm cool, man. You know, clean bill of health, you know what I'm saying, and you know, I kind of, you know, I opt out the game for a couple of years actually, man, because you know, I went so strong for so long ever since I was 16 years old, you know what I'm saying, all the way up until now. And, you know, I like to bring new ideas to the table. You know what I mean? A lot of things that y'all may have seen in the past, as far as the way we did business, a lot of that stuff came from me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking all the you know, all the fame for it, but you know, a lot of the uniqueness of things, you know, just kind of unorthodox way of doing business. You understand what I'm saying? It's just, but anyway, the main thing is that I opt out the game because, you know, you can get to a point where you can make a lot of money, and then you find yourself, you know, leaving yourself. You kind of losing yourself a little bit. It's like where I'm at. You know, what's my next step? You know what I mean? You know, you reached all your goals, and you just, you know, and once you reach all your goals, it's like, okay, I went to the moon, but I didn't plan my way back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I kind of, you know, when I went to the moon, I kind of drifted off on Jupiter. You know, I seen a few beautiful women over there, so I you know, I got to shift to Jupiter. You know what I mean? But you know,
I was in Jupiter, but you know, damn, Pluto was looking kind of good. So then I got to hit Mars too. You know what I'm saying? And can't forget about Saturn too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna stay away from Mercury because that's a little bit too hot. You feel me? So.
You know, I want to kind of, you know, business models in America, you know, has changed in the rap game and also in businesses. You know, I mean, this country is in a, you know, they say it's a recession, but what it is that the way business is being conducted has changed. You know what I'm saying? So I like I said, I wanted to opt out the game so I can kind of, you know, hit the books again. You know what I mean? I'm a real bookworm, a real nerd. So I have to really go back and study those that's before me. You know what I'm saying? So I can figure out where I'm headed, so I can avoid certain things. You know, because I'm getting a little older in the game, and I can't afford to be making no mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So
no doubt.
Sometimes it's best to, you know, to opt out for a little while, and then, you know, last for a long time. Once you get back, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
But now I'm back. You know, I'm revising the, you know, the Boss Balling compilation. I'm coming back with D.Shot. You know, it's gonna be called The Last Tycoon. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm just being me, man. You know, just being a real boss ball on tape. You know, Porno Star #2 coming back. You know what I mean? Just you know, just keeping it real hoggish, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's how you got to do it, especially like you said at these day and age. You know what I'm saying? The times, you know what I'm saying, where it's affecting everybody. You want to call it recession, whatever you want to call it. You want to try to make sure you you know what I'm saying, get make sure you finish up your plan, you know what I'm saying, and that I could definitely respect. And we here on Monday Night Underground with the hip hop Bay Area legend that is D.Shot, you know what I'm saying, kicking it with Branded and Big Rich. And you know what I'm saying, keep sending them emails, toss them over to vintagemusicradio@gmail.com. And go ahead and make that phone call, 347-215-8653. And D-Shot, that was one of the questions that was brought to me by one of the callers that pretty much hung on before you got on. She wanted to know pretty much was the whole, as far as, she answered your question about the clique, but she wanted to know how you feel about currently as far as in hip-hop. I mean, is it something that's kind of like stale to you, or is it something that, needs to just be tweaked a little bit in order to be able to take it back to where we used to be?
Well, what was happening is I believe that when as far as it's the people that's in it, like Jay-Z and 40 and Scarface, people like that kind of keep the game in the rap game. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that they give you they talking about something. They got a story to tell. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think that a lot of cats, I think a lot of cats right now, a lot of the youth, they really don't have a lot of game to tell at this point. They don't have a lot of stories in them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they only can go 2 or 3 places. They only can get hyphy, you know what I mean? Or they can only just go to the party. Like, I think they like me. You know that song, I think they like me?
Yeah.
I mean, that's as far as they can expand themselves. You know what I mean? I mean, if you notice us, us cats, I mean, of course, with age, man, come more experiences and more stories involved. You know what I mean? I like to see some more stories, back into the game again, man, because that's what really made music exciting. And you can learn a lot from stories as well. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
yeah.
Exactly. And
but
I think go ahead, bro.
Yeah, but I think that the music is cool. The new way of doing music is cool. I mean, I think that by not really talking about things, it kind of brought down the value in it. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-hmm.
I mean, people, like I said, the people that've been around a long time, like Lil Wayne. He's young, but he's been around for a while. Even Bow Wow. You know what I'm saying? But they still, they still talking about something. You know what I mean? And that's why they continuing to sell and do good numbers. And if you'll notice, a lot of the new cats, I mean, look at T.I. He talking about something. He doing good numbers. Look at Kanye West. If you just look at, the people that's really selling, they really coming with some stories, and they got decent subjects. They ain't just, cussing everywhere. Like I said, talking about some hyphy, and I think they like me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, when it comes to like the way I see it, and that's why I know me and Big Rich, we was talking about this before, as far as just bringing that true essence of what music was really about. Because nowadays, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, bro, but a lot of people out here doing music, they doing it because of the bitches, or they doing it because of the long green. They not doing it because it's an art form, and that's something that should be shared with, like, everybody or whatnot. But that to me, the way I see it, there's a handful of people that keep it 100 to me when it comes to that, because you can tell they love what they do, and they do it, and they go hard at it. But it's a lot of people at the end of the day, they just trying to not just get a check, but they trying to do it for the bitches too. You feel me?
Well, they'll soon. First of all, like I'm one of the cats. Like the book, or the book is called The Art of War. Man, it said, those who come first get the arrows. If, you know what I'm saying? Let's say, for example, we was walking through a trail and some people was after us. They hit us with arrows. But those that came after us avoided the arrows. You know what I mean? Because we heard about what happened to the first people that went through. You understand what I'm saying? So basically what's going to happen is that they're going to soon see that, a lot of that, doing rap just to get a nice car or to get a nice chain, to go out there and have sex with females and end up getting females pregnant and end up in the courtroom where you'll be tortured for years after they get done with you with the child support. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the things that we do, it can cost us in the long run. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, not only that, I mean, materialistic items has cost a lot of cats their lives for years. And the reason why they went after the materialistic item is because they wanted to catch that female. And see, females got to understand that they are one of the most powerful drugs on this planet. You understand what I'm saying?
You ain't lying about that.
I mean, you know,
they got
you know, especially if you get, you know, one that's negative, that's using her power in the wrong way. I mean, she may be in the hood, and she may, you know, be having sex with a few cats, you know what I mean? And they don't know about each other, but she gets them all sprung. No, but one of the things about it is she may have been having sex ever since she was 11 years old with older men. So here a cat, you know, he's 15, he never got down like that real tough, and all of a sudden she come and whip it on the cat like he ain't never got whipped on in his life. Now he's running around here, you know, kind of retarded, and once he find out that she's doing the next cat, now he want to go shoot that cat. You know what I mean? So there's a lot. There's a lot to go with this thing. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things.
Well, that's a lot of niggas that die like that too.
75% of the cats in jail, man, is believe it or not, at the end of the day, it's over a female. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not trying to be, you know, I love females. You know what I mean? And trust me, they are beautiful. It's God's best creation. You understand what I'm saying? But you know,
and that goes on to your point. That goes on exactly to your point about educating.
Yeah. So you know, some like it goes back. He asked me a lot of things. He asked me about what I got coming out, and you know, I got a book, man. The book is called Thug Rehabilitation, and it's basically explaining things like that. You know what I mean? Or why things happen. You know why. You know, we do what we do. You know, why are we actually out here, you know, murdering each other? Why are we out here fighting over these females? You know what I mean? And it's giving solutions, man. It's giving real solutions to the problems, you know?
That's real.
Hey, and you know what? That's real cool that you brought up the book, too. And, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people kind of raise their, you know, not raise their eyebrow a little bit, but they kind of like, whoa, wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? Because I got, you know, shout out to the people in the chat room. And shout out to people that's using the instant messaging as well. But a lot of people want to know, you know what I'm saying, as far as, you know, can you talk a little bit about the book, not just about it, but, you know, where people can be able to get it. And, you know what I'm saying, you pretty much, you know, kind of said that it's targeting, you know what I'm saying, just the whole thing that we talking about right now as far as, you know, in the mindset of, like, how people conduct their business or do their thing, either if it's, you know, a female situation or if it's a business situation. You know what I'm saying? Tell these fans out here, since we got a lot of them, bro, a little bit about just how you pretty much just kind of like started doing the whole, you know, book concept. Because to me, this topic that you're talking about, bro, is something that I don't think nobody's really hitting on right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, you know, what made me, you know, basically decide to write this book is because, for one, ain't nobody else doing it. The kind of books that they got out there, you know, is books like, what is that, Donald Groen. You know, those are kind of books where, you know, like you know, it's talking about pimping and all that kind of stuff. You know, teaching people, you know, how to go out there and try to do it better. You understand what I'm saying? But here I am. I'm trying to write a book to where it explains why a lot of things happen the way it happens. You know, why, you know, a lot of females have low self-esteem. Why a lot of males have anger problems. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these things come from the home. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these things, you know, come from being, you know, a crack baby, you know, parents on drugs. You know, a lot of people don't quite understand that when they smoking crack and you in the mama's stomach, that you are addicted to drugs. When you get out, you may not be addicted, you know, right away, but, you know, it's calling you. You understand what I'm saying? And once it's presented to you, then next thing you know, you on drugs. You know what I mean? I call those kind of people, you know, the Predator. Have you ever seen that movie, The Predator? You know, dude be shooting up, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, these cats get out there, they be on the little ecstasy pills, the alcohol, the weed, all of them, all at the same time, and just be, you know, they sitting up in the jail cell because they done shot somebody, and they didn't even know they did it. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
that's
you know,
deep, man.
You know, it's all about the home, though, man. It's all about, like, you know, what I grew up with. I choose not to present these things to my kids because I know how it affected me. You understand what I'm saying? You know, those are kind of, I mean, you know, like I told you before, those that come before you get, you know, they catch the arrows. You understand what I'm saying? But those that come after you, can avoid them. And that's my main thing, is to try to enlighten people and youth how to not get caught up. You understand what I'm saying? You know, go the opposite route. Even though I know it's fun out there, you know, when you're out there, you know, kicking it, having a little drink, you know, kicking it with all the homies and being at the club. Yeah, it's real fun. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. But you gotta have that sixth sense, though. You gotta know once the funk jump off, you got to know how to creep up out of there. You know what I mean?
hey, that's nothing but the truth. You know what I'm saying? And it's that clock that comes into your head, and they're like, hey, you know what? This just ain't gonna be a good look. Let me go ahead and dip. Or let me just not even be. Let me put myself out of the equation, so I ain't got to really deal with it. Like you said, it's a clock that should hit off in most people's heads to really get out of it. But some people, like you said, they don't listen to that clock, or they don't hear it, or you know, they hear it, but it's too late. You know what I'm saying? The act is already done, and then they locked up and they don't even know what they did. Like you said, man, that's deep. That is real deep.
Like I tell the youth right now, I say, you know, some cats come to me, you know, and they may be out there funking. And I tell them how to deal with it. I tell them like this. I say, you know, why don't you just go ahead and lay low for about 2 weeks, because, you know, what you're telling me is that you really, you know, you didn't start the problem. You understand? You didn't start this funk with this cat. So what that tells me is that if you didn't start it, that means this dude is random. That means this cat is like a dinosaur. So therefore, this cat is going to run into another dinosaur and eliminate himself. And you didn't have to do nothing. You didn't have to kill him. All you had to do was step to the side. You know how you're out there. You know, you see a bull. You know the bull fighting or whatever, when they got the little red thing, and the bull come chase the little red thing, and the man get out the way. That's all you got to do. Get out the way.
Hey, that's real. That's real. We on here Monday night with D.Shot of the Click. You know what I'm saying? Branded is in the house. Big Rich is too. Call in 347-215-8653. Got a caller from the 702. I think I know who it is. What's up? You on live with D.Shot?
What's up with it, Branded? What's up with the D.Shot? Just saying, what's up with y'all? Just jumped online. Your boy, Mr. Innocent, sent me a text saying who you had online tonight, so I had to chime in and give some love.
Man, right on. Appreciate you for calling in, man. What's up with you?
Oh, man, chilling out here in Vegas. What it do?
And I'm over here just chilling on this radio show, chopping it up real big.
I hear that. I hear y'all talking some real talk.
Man, we gotta lace the youth. You know what I'm saying? We gotta keep them, keep them in check. We trying to save some lives, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. I'm glad to hear you say that. I mean, because we really need you cats, especially that's already out there, that everybody trying to be like anyway, to really say what it really is out there, to make them let them know that it really ain't about them gunshots and all the fame and the glitter and the glam that go along with the rap game. And that music industry is still a business. You still got to be men to stay alive in that game. If you ain't about your business, you won't survive.
That's right. And a lot of us, that make a lot of money in the music business, the faster you got it, the faster you lose it. If you ain't educated, and I ain't talking about just a regular high school education, you need a specialized education. Specialized education, you got to dig for that. That means you got to find out what other people know. That means you got to hit the books. You understand what I'm saying? Cause see, a lot of cats, especially, we really supposed to be having, a lot of cats. I mean, just think about it. Just think about with that rap money, how many apartment buildings you can buy, how many people you can, house. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you'll have loot coming in for the rest of your natural life if you get a 30-unit apartment complex. You understand what I'm saying? Instead, we like to go out there and buy the big chains. We want to look real good. We want to look like God. You know what I'm saying?
So I feel you on that. So let me ask you a question. What is it that really? Because I don't see too many artists really putting it out there, or really what it's like out there. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes, everybody want to get in this game for what they see in front of the scenes. How hard is it really to get in the game? And you know what I'm saying? What's probably the best way for the regular cat to really try to get in the game? Because, man, I be messing with some of my homeboys that do this music thing. And to me, I want to know what your opinion is. To me, you need to own your city. If you know what I'm saying?
Well, I look at it like this. I look at it like this, man. You definitely need to own your own project, you know what I mean? And that's why I say you got to hit the books, man, and understand business if you're going to own your own project. That means, you know, you got to go out there, you know, like Obama. You know, he started with a small crowd at first, but look at how many people show up to his, you know, his elections now. You know what I mean? He kissed babies, man, and like a rapper that's first starting out. You know, he got to bite his pride, man. That means he got to be able to get up on that stage, if possible, if somebody let him on that stage. And that means he got to get up there and, you know, the people might not clap for him, people might not cheer for him, but he got to ride it out and go ahead and let them hear his music. You understand what I'm saying? He can't get his feelings hurt thinking that because they ain't, you know, they didn't cheer for him, that he wasn't good enough. I remember my brother, you know, when we first started, he performed in front of 5 people at a post office. I was like, oh, boy, you know what I mean? 5 people. But those 5 people became lifelong fans, man, to this day. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, and that's why 40 got, you know, a longevity in his game. He ain't no fly-by-night cat. You understand what I'm saying? Because his house was built on a solid foundation. You know, you start at home first, start in your neighborhood. You know what I mean? Get your neighborhood support, even though there's obstacles behind that. There's going to be some player haters that you was raised up with in your neighborhood that ain't going to want to see you get it like that. So you might have to, you know, deal with that in some sort of fashion or way. But once you get past that, you're going to be all right. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Real. That's real. It don't get no more true than that. So go ahead, bro.
What is it that you see most common mistake that you see up-and-comers doing? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause like I said, to me, I got, you know, some of my partners that really get down with this music thing, and actually pretty good, man. In Vegas, there's a whole bunch of cats that really can get down, man, but some of the sorriest cats in Vegas really seem to be doing it right because they the ones getting hurt a little bit. They the ones tend to know a few celebrities. They be the main ones that know that the cats that really get down in Vegas, they refuse. To me, I think that in Vegas, they really need to click up, and everybody that's doing something in this music business need to do shows together. Because see, I don't understand. I know, I'm pretty sure you've been out here quite a few times. It ain't too many cats that is gonna come to you and say that's really ready about that whole business part of it. It's a lot of cats out here that can, man, they spit fire, but they just will not work with each other for shit. When I look at Oakland artists. I seen, look how many Oakland artists work together. Look how many down south artists work together. Half them cats, before you knew who this new cat was, he was on somebody else's album 10 times. You know, it ain't happening in Vegas.
See, I remember when the South wasn't even on. See, you got to remember, see, when we first came on, the way we sold a lot of music when we was young was, first of all, we gave away a lot of music. We gave away a lot of material, T-shirts and CDs. But one thing we did was we made sure when we gave somebody a CD, we made sure they had beat in their car. And back then, California didn't have a noise ointment. Now it's got a noise ointment. We used to come through, blowing up the whole block with, slamming somebody's music and, cats, they kicking the block. 10 to 15 people hearing you on the block. You understand what I'm saying? So that was a form of promotion. So like right in the South right now, first of all, they ain't got that high cost of living out there. You understand what I'm saying? They ain't got no noise ointments out there to where they can blow them buildings down all they want. You understand what I'm saying? So and they sticking together. I remember when they couldn't even get on. The only people that was on was Rap-A-Lot. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they, they running it now. And I respect it. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I respect it. But that makes it. Go ahead, bro. I mean, you can get on though, man. It's just you gotta be smart, man. And I'm gonna tell you, a lot of our music in other places actually before it's sold in the Bay Area. Places like Seattle and Kansas City. You know what I mean? We made sure that when college students came home that we gave them CDs. So when they went back to college, it was like a nationwide promotion, because when they went back slamming that music in their college, everybody in the college would hear the music, and all of a sudden, you know, these cats would be like, where that CD at? And when they find that CD, they go back to their cities and they start slamming their cities. It's like wildfire. You see what I'm saying?
Oklahoma gave us a lot of love too, bro. Oklahoma definitely got to shout them out because I know they gave the Bay a lot of love too. And like you said, it's just a matter of just pushing out your product and just making sure you can be able to get it out there. But what you said makes perfect sense because you know you see a lot of people just like the homie said. It's a lot of people out there. You'll be like, wow, you know, how'd you get out there? But then you know they look at the hustle and what they do. And you know, I got a question for them after we bump this next track. But we are here.
Thank you for listening to the #1 radio station for the people.